How do you do? It would be a little unkind to present this picture without just a word of friendly warning. I think it will thrill you. It may shock you. It might even horrify you. So if any of you feel that you do not care to subject your nerves to such a strain, now is your chance to, well, we've warned you.
What the hell is happening? I clicked. My mic is being weird all of a sudden. Hopefully it's working. Which leads into exactly what I was going to say, is that I just uploaded my latest video. Pardon me, 1 second. I don't know what's happening. The mic keeps unplugging. I swear to God. Little Bo Prick is after me. He's hiding in the walls. He's corrupting my stuff. He broke my phone. Man. Anyway, as I was saying, Just made my latest video, 12 best movies for metalheads. Check it out. Computer was giving me all kinds of shit uploading it, and now it wants to be a dick now. So this is how I feel. That's how computer literate I am. But hopefully it is working now. Let me know if anything cuts out again. You don't figure it out. What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a great week. Hope you've had a very metal time. Any concerts anyone has seen, let me know. This coming week, I have two very exciting concerts coming up. The most metal, brutal, hardcore band ever I'm finally seeing live. That's right, I'm talking about Limp Bizkit on the 24th. I have never seen Limp Bizkit before, and I'm excited. It's going to be stupid. Fucking really. Okay. Apparently that's messed up now. Technology is stupid and I hate it. How many saviors of metal does it take to do a live stream? Are we back? Okay. We are in real time being attacked. Why the fuck is my mic not picking up? All right. I think it's working now. I think it might be okay. Let me know. I'm playing it again. But okay, now it seems like we are good. What the hell was I talking about? Oh, yeah, I'm seeing the one and only, the Holy Limp Bizkit on the 24th. I'm definitely get there. I'm going to get there after Corey Feldman's set because I will not suffer. I can put up with a lot of pain, but I can't put up with that. And then on the 29th, I am seeing Powerwolf with Unleash the Archers. That's going to be a great show. Besides that, I have Aftershock coming up. I saw someone commented here they're going to, I think they said Louder Than Life is coming up. Yeah, Adventures with Christian says going to Louder Than Life in a few weeks, mainly to see Slayer. Hopefully it'll be awesome. Did everyone catch the top 10? It's 12. Top 12. Metal movie list. Yep, if you haven't yet, latest video, go check it out. If you like it, like it. Did you know that it immensely helps all of your favorite YouTubers if you actually do click that stupid little like button and the subscribe button? It, like, before I made YouTube videos, I would never do that. Just watch a video and wouldn't think about it. But it takes less than a second of barely moving your finger, and it greatly helps all YouTubers that you like. So don't let it go unnoticed. Oh, someone says I'm seeing Lamb of God and Mastodon next Tuesday. That's cool. Awaiting a progress report on the Godzilla I'm funding. We've got about up to the legs. It's just finally there. The scales are going up in price. Inflation sucks. But I wanted to open a poll of where he should attack first. I should make a T-shirt that says like something about the Godzilla tour and have places on it. Just have them like stepping on stuff. What's up, Almighty Savior of Metal? What's up, Jay Hazard? Thanks for tuning in. I just want to make sure I catch up with comments here. I got a bit of a
sort of clickbaity title for this, but not really. It was a subject to bring up. Blood Red, what's up? Says, surprised this is Spinal Tap wasn't on the list. So, controversial statement here. I only saw that movie like once when I was younger, and I just didn't like it. Maybe I'll have to fucking watch again. But I don't know. I remember giving an honest chance and the humor just didn't land for me, and everyone was always saying that it's the best movie for heavy metal ever. And I'm like, is it? Or is it just a movie that was made about heavy metal at the time? I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna like shit on anybody who likes that movie, because I know a lot of people do, but they just think it's kind of overrated. Dude, what about Dazed and Confused? That's a pretty good one. I haven't seen that one in a long time. Feels even less like could play with heavy metal and is more hippie. But yeah, I would put that on the list. I almost put Almost Famous on the video too, but then I thought of better films I wanted to move up. The Heavy Metal Sit Down says, good topic for today, man. Interested to hear some opinions on this. Yeah, thank you. The main topic for today is metal YouTube dead? I'll get to that in a moment, because that will be the main thing we'll settle on here. But I saw Josh L put Maryland Death Fest had its final main announcement. The whole thing looks great. I don't think I saw that. So let me check out what Maryland Death Fest has got going on. But yeah, what do you guys think of just the title subject so far? Is metal YouTube dead? Is it not dead? Is it thriving? Do you not care? Let me know in the live chat. We'll get to some of this. Is this the whole lineup? This is pretty dope. Let's share this page. I'm getting pause for dramatic effect. Okay, so this is apparently Maryland Death Fest in 2025, which is in Baltimore. Major shithole, but probably one of the better metal festivals, especially for the underground in the US. Got Obituary, always fucking good. Celtic Frost, performed by Triptychon. I can dig it. Paradise Lost, if they show up. Witchcraft, I love Dark Funeral. I love Asphyx. I just saw them in Terminator. They were so fucking good. Oh, that's the type of death metal sound I like. It sounds like you're just being pulled through a fucking meat grinder. Unleashed, awesome. Nile, awesome. Triptychon, we already got that. Could have guessed that. Sadist, Razor, Tankard, just played with them in Terminator. Great time, great people. Yeah. This lineup is awesome. Benediction. I'm not going to name every single name. It'll take too long. But there's a lot of really good stuff on here. Is that Cult of Fire? I think so. I saw them once. They were sweet. Gudalox were a blast. A lot of the bands from Terminator are here, actually. I want to go. I want to play. I noticed a certain band isn't on the lineup, but it's fine. It's fine. I would go to this lineup for sure. Satan Satyr, damn. I'm just naming what comes to my eye. But and then we got special sets, Devourment, Dusk, Chrison, and what other special events are going on? Dragged into Sunlight, Incantation, Scenic. That's cool. Yeah, I would definitely go to that. I don't have any immediate plans to, but I definitely would, for sure. All right, I'm going to get to your comments, and then we're going to get to the main subject, of course. Insanity as a virtue says, fuck your show, Biden. No wanted to see that Godzilla. I'm telling you, it would have been done probably shortly after I made this channel, but the economy here is in bad shape. It's taking a while, but it will get there. Where there's kaiju, there's a way. De Cruz says, played any show since Tulminator? Not yet. We have one coming up in December 7th, and in Long Beach. No others yet, but they will come up when they do. We are open for shows. If anyone wants to offer us shows anywhere, you can hit us up in the DMs. Insane as a Virtue says, no, Metal YouTube is not dead because you're on. That's all we need. I appreciate that. Bro, look at the Bloodstock 2025 lineup so far. Don't they just have the headliners, or did they announce more? Let me see. Drum roll, please. When you go to the website, it just said Gojira. Is my shit messing up? On Bloodstock's website, it's only showing Gojira. I thought they had others. Maybe their website's just messing up. Anyway, let's get to the subject. So, is Metal YouTube dead? Apparently, some creators are feeling a little burnt out or stalled out. I only found out about this because Nik Nocturnal, I'm sure everybody knows who that is, probably the most popular metal YouTuber. One of the longest running for sure. One of his Twitch clips that he uploaded recently was talking about this subject. I hope that the sound comes through because my computer sucks. Let me see if I could change the settings to make sure this actually works so you can hear him. Otherwise, it sounds stupid. Rotation setting. I think it'll work. It'll better work. If it doesn't, let me know. So this is part of what Nick had to say. He was talking about some creator that, I'm going to be honest, I didn't know who they were. Apparently went on a break, and it's been kind of a thing that's been happening lately, at least with the reaction channels. Let's see what Nick had to say here.
So the scene is kind of spent. So that's why I'm trying to relate this. Like, it's not like, I don't think it's just like a bogged in feeling this thing. It's this is happening. And look, all
right, first of all, is my sound working, or am I just sitting here like an idiot again?
feel that to a point too, and I'm going to try to do this in a nice way to perhaps give advice to some of these people that, you know, look, I've been doing this for 10 years. I'm not the best at it. I'm
working. Holy shit. It is a miracle, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. The gods felt sorry for me in the fuck up at the beginning of this stream. They're like, all right, we'll let you hear Nick speak.
Stupid. I make mistakes all the time. I upload sometimes videos. I'm not the fucking end all be all. But what I did over the years with my content is I never wanted to be like a one trick pony. I never wanted to do just one thing. I did just covers. But guess what? You know what happens when you do just covers, or you only do reactions, or you only do a specific meme series, or you
get fucking bored. That's what happens. Yeah, so basically he's saying a lot of reactors have gotten tired. Things start to feel stale. A lot of creators will end up in positions where they're making videos they're not necessarily stoked on making, don't really want to make it. He says here they'll talk about bands they don't really care about. And yeah, the whole way to avoid that, there's many things, but the whole way to avoid that is what he's saying here. Mostly is to not be a one-trick pony, to do different things, because I don't know about you guys. I know a lot of people like reactors and reacting content. I fucking hate it. I think it is most of it is lazy. I'm sure there's probably a couple of good entertaining ones, most of it is lazy, easy shit that anyone can do because I haven't heard a song before. Let me just film me reacting to it. And, you know, some people have gotten big off of that, but that's just going to get so old quickly, especially for me. I just don't understand it because who the fuck listens to a song by playing like 5 seconds and then going, oh yeah, that line you said, what does he mean by that? And then play another 5 seconds and then stop and be like, oh yeah, that part was interesting. Let me play another 10. Like, no, I've never understood that. You play it all the way through and then you make an opinion. That's why I don't do reaction videos because I would feel dumb just sitting here being like, okay, there's one line, but let me just try to give a whole thesis on that. And admittedly, a lot of people do that because it's lazy and because they're not creative. Finn McKenty, no matter what you think of him too, he has some interesting opinions, but he does comment on that a lot, how YouTubers will get tired, especially if you're not really into what you're talking about and you're just trying to chase the fucking algorithm. And that is such a frustrating thing because the algorithm is a piece of shit. It's a mysterious force that no one can understand. No amount of blood sacrifices or prayers will make the algorithm actually make any logical sense. But it is something all YouTubers have to face, even myself, where I try to do a bunch of different content, really whatever comes up in my mind at the moment. But the algorithm will choose to reward that or not. And that is a pitfall, is that if you try to do a separate thing, the algorithm will not recognize that as your normal like output, and it will immediately recommend it less. I get lots of videos that I put a lot of work on and I think are pretty good quality, and they get good reactions from people, and they just do not get anywhere near the amount of views that other videos of mine will get, entirely because it says YouTube recommendation just isn't recommending this one. It's so fucking stupid. You look at your YouTube studio and it will say this video is tanking, and it will say viewers are choosing to watch this video less, and then it will show you right there that the algorithm specifically, it shows you people who searched for the video, people who just found it accidentally, people who were linked to it, and then it shows YouTube recommendations, and that one will be fucking tiny and nothing and be like, I wonder why this video is not blowing up. But that is a frustrating devil that all us content creators face. But before I add a little bit more, I'll give Nick a better picture here.
You only do one thing. The well dries up, brother. And this is really why I stopped doing only covers so long ago, because I realized I was basically just a minion of, oh, is there new music out that I like? And I hated that. I hated that a day would come that I wanted to do something creative for YouTube, and I couldn't because I felt boxed in because there's no music I really want to cover. So
what he said right there is why I don't really want to do reactions at all. Maybe like if something's... Actually, no, I wouldn't even do a reaction, because if something spoke to me, I would just make a video detailing that. So yeah, I wouldn't do reactions because it feels fake. If things don't pop up that you're interested in, then you're like, all right, what's the popular thing? And if there isn't a popular thing, you're just sitting there like, what do I do? And what he said right there also is why I don't want to really regularly do interviews. And I've said that a couple times. I want to do a cool interview when it comes up, when I think it will be an interesting conversation. I very much do not want to get in... Josh L's right. You're doing this dude a disservice. I'm not doing that on purpose. I'm sorry.
oh, I can't.
Here, there you go. I hope that's better. That's why I didn't want to get caught up only doing interviews, because then you're kind of scrambling and you're looking for bands that like maybe you're not interested at all. Maybe a lot of people are not interested at all. Maybe you don't even think they're that good, but you feel like you're just talking to them because you need content. I don't want to do that. There's people where I have interviewed. There's more interviews that I want to do. And it honestly just depends on, I don't know. It depends on if I think it will be interesting. Because I want to bring my own band on here. I was going to bring my own band on today. And then I forgot. But I want to bring my band on here. Other people, YouTubers especially. Yeah. If you get stuck doing one thing, and especially if it's something you're not 100% sold on all the time, you're going to be scraping the barrel. You're going to be scrambling. And I think a problem for a lot of YouTubers, sorry to say, a lot of them, and I'm not going to say any specific names, a lot of them are lazy as fuck. And a lot of any stale moments or dullness or like questioning your if you should continue your YouTube career comes from a lack of creativity. And if you find a way to work on content that actually speaks to you, no matter what it is, if it could be just simple and funny, but something different, but something you actually care about, then that's how you can continue and not get stalled out. You don't want to feel fake, especially as a content creator. Why would anyone who wants to be a content creator ever lower themselves to being fake? I understand, a sponsorship opportunity might come up and that can give extra money and that's nice, but like the shills who will just say their scripts given to them by companies. What's the point when you have all of the creative freedom in the world right here on YouTube? Do you realize how much of an amazing like art box this is? And I know Nick does a bunch of different things. I know he does music. He does different types of videos, not only just reaction stuff. But I'm just agreeing with that point here. I do my travel stuff with festivals. I'll do funny subjects that come up. I try to keep it all metal related, but you do want to branch out and be known for doing different things. You really don't want to get stuck in just one trajectory because any and all of that will get boring as fuck quickly. Tank the Tech also seems to be flourishing too. Yeah, I'm gonna say I didn't know that any of metal YouTube was apparently dying until I watched this video. I was doing fine. Let me keep going a little bit.
Can't do anything. So that's when I started to do the variety thing more and branch out. And that's why now, like, I just do whatever like I did a cover 2 days ago. We talk about the news when there is something happening. We'll do a reaction. I'll do meme. Like I do a bunch of because the well dries up, bro. And I keep saying it. Like it was 2 months ago. It was like Electric Callboy. It was Fallen Reverse. It was Slaughter. It was so much music. But guess what happens after that? No music. So if you're a channel,
not only that, but if you're doing things that only just chase the algorithm, you need to do that quickly if it's breaking news stuff. Otherwise, there's a million other channels who did a reaction before you did. And also, I feel like all of that content's going to be dated eventually. My best videos, the ones that I make the most money off of, I'm going to be honest, the ones that constantly get the most views and the most subscribers are my history of heavy metal video, my worst criminals in metal video, the Mosh Pit Beginner's Guide. All of them are ones that will not become dated because of the news cycle. You can watch them at any point and still get the same information out of it. You're not going to a Falling in Reverse reaction video that came out 3 years ago. I think that's a huge thing that makes standouts. Make quality content that doesn't depend on the current news cycle. It might take some thinking. You might have to stop and put pen to paper and be creative and not just be like, what's the new song of the day? But I promise you'll be happier and better off for it. And you'll have less moments where you feel stalled out. I have moments where, YouTube is frustrating as shit. Sometimes you work really hard on a video and it doesn't do as well as you wanted. But the unfortunate thing is the one, just keep pushing through that, and two, try to discover why it didn't do well and work on that, adjust. You gotta stay bobbing and weaving. Tom says, who do you think is the most underrated metal YouTuber? There's a couple. There's this one European guy. What's it? It's like, it's called like Metal and Rock something. I can't remember the name. Let me look it up, because I like his channel. He seems pretty honest. Rock and or Metal and Rock guy. Oh, I think it's this. Yeah, Metal and Rock Zone. Let me show you this dude. You'll be back, Nick. Don't worry. Wait, hang on. This dude, Metal and Rock Zone, is this European guy. He does concert reviews, festival reviews, and he seems pretty honest. And that's what I like about him, is that he'll say if he went to see a band that he really liked and they sucked or whatever. I respect that. I recommend checking him out. I don't know who this one is, though. Someone says, I really like Acculturation. I don't know who the fuck that is, but I like the name. That was my, yeah. Let me pull up this one, since I don't know who that is. I can look it up later. I like Boris a lot, the Norwegian guy. Wait, whose channel is this? Cultra. I don't know how to spell that. Okay, I think I found it. Yeah, I don't know who that is, but I will check that out and see. Anyway. Where'd the comment go? You're all moving too fast. What do you guys think of reactors, or who are your favorite metal YouTubers? Obviously, besides the greatest, the one and only savior of metal. What metal YouTubers do you guys like a lot? Because there's a lot of great ones. Let's continue with what Nick was saying here. I'm glad I stopped on a not weird looking picture.
That relies on your content being tied to popular good releases, you're going to have so many spurts and moments of nothing. And it sucks. You know how demoralizing it is? And then what happens is a lot of these content creators, to keep up with the pace and the algorithm, they feel forced to do content on bands that they actually don't give a fuck about. That sucks, man.
Yeah, and that is... I would never want to do that. I have to be like, oh, I need to make a video because I need money, but nothing good is out. Let me just pick an album and just be like, oh, yeah, it's pretty good. Whatever, go listen to it. You got to put some effort. Just be creative. Those are my most creative, challenging moments too. Is I could have done a channel where I only talked about metal festivals and I just broke down every single one of them. And then I would run out of content pretty quickly after I covered all of them out there. I could do just list videos, but then I wouldn't be talking about metal festivals. Then I wouldn't get to promote my band or talk about like inspiring things about metal I want to cover too. Yeah.
Man, it's not about, oh, I want to do content for a small band because I like them. A lot of these content creators will do content on small bands because they just actually have nothing else to do.
Yeah. Which, you know, Oh, there we go. Sorry. We should do a poll on here. On average, who do you think looks more stoned, Nick or me? To make it fair, I have no problem roasting myself. That's what I notice about a lot of channels. That's what I notice a lot about a lot of interview channels, to be honest. They'll be doing interviews where they seem really stale and you just do the average, like, tell me about your new album. How's the tour going? What bands do you like? Okay. Garza Pod is good. I don't know who that is, but I'll take your word for it. Why have you heard of Metal School? I think so. It sounds familiar. Yeah, no disrespect to anyone that any metal YouTubers that I'm not aware of, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't watch a lot of metal YouTubers. I'm interested in lots of other things. I watch a couple. I like Razor Fist a lot. I like Tank the Tech a lot. I like Bradley a lot. He's really funny. Boris T, as we said, is great. Josh L says, congratulations, you're the only metal YouTuber I really watch. Hey, I'll take it. That's a big accolade. Thank you. Oh, yeah, Killbot and Gorgor Attack have some great stuff. Yeah, they're good too. Cool to hear all the love to all the metal YouTubers out there.
And it's sad. It sucks. I love, like, you guys know, I did this. I love Marar. So I did that video. You know, it just so happened to get 300,000 views. But, like, that wasn't one of those situations of, oh, no, I have no content this week. Let's do Marar. I was just like, yo, Marar so hard. And
another thing that'd be good advice for anyone trying to do YouTube. Is it my fault that I keep pausing at moments where Nick looks stoned, or is it Nick's fault for looking stoned? Probably a bit of both. What was I just saying? When you're doing YouTube, it's likely that some videos you make will just exponentially take off way more than other ones you have, and that will lead you into a false sense of like, oh, now I got 2 videos that got 500,000 views, so that means like my average now is going to be that, so the rest of my videos are going to bounce out roughly around there. No, that is not what that means. The algorithm gods are fucking bipolar and just do whatever they want. So when that happens and you do a video that's really successful and then you do another video you worked really hard on that bombs, it's natural to want to just go back to repeating what was really successful. And you should learn from what's really successful, but you can get stuck in that trap too of like, well, now I feel like every video has to be this thing, even if you lose interest in that, even if you want to do other things. But that one video on that subject did so well, it dwarfed all of your others that now I'm only going to do that, you know? I think authenticity and creativity are the main things that are going to help out any artist of anything, whether you want to do YouTube, metal YouTube, different kind of YouTube, band, any type of artistic endeavor. Ugh. Yeah. Copa, great YouTuber, really funny movie reviewer. Where is Spinal Tap? Well, I covered earlier here. I thought it was kind of overrated. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it again and I'll do a reaction to that. But yeah, furry YouTube. If you want to be successful at furry YouTube, just be creative. I don't know anything about that shit.
Wanted to do it because I believe in the song. You know, it wasn't a big mainstream thing. It just, I believed in this band. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna check this shit out. This, like, people need to see this. This is special. And that's when it's a bit of a different thing where you add more value to what you're seeing, right? To the content. That's, again, like, I don't know if that's pseudo advice for people, but like I know this is happening. It's happening right now. Everyone is spent. And a lot of these people too, like they're funny, they have personality.
Speaking for myself, I'm not spent on making videos and creating videos, but I will admit I'm spent on editing. I fucking hate editing. I hate editing. If there's any video editors watching this who, most importantly, know about metal and could do the type of style that I do, it's really not hard. I'm not smart when it comes to computer stuff, so my editing is not that intense. I just haven't been able to trust other people to do it. At one point, I did try to hire an editor who stalled for a long time and then bailed completely, and it kind of screwed me a bit. But so since then, I haven't tried. But oh my god, I would love to have an editor because fuck, I hate that shit. As I said, that's me working on all of my videos. Copa says, overrated. I thought I knew you. I'm crashing my van off the side of the bridge now. Didn't you hated on some movie recently that I liked? I don't remember what it was, but I will find a moment to give you shit whenever I can. Your next live stream, I'm going to show up. Jay Hazard says, personal opinion, I think it takes a lot of balls to try and create a YouTube channel. More fail than not. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. It does take definitely a level of putting yourself out there. And that's where most people just fucking slam the door into immediately. The thought of actually having to do it and put the work into it. Some people do, honestly, just turn on a camera and react. And can create some interesting videos off of that. I need to sit down and write a script, as you can tell from my live streams. I'm dumb. I can improv pretty well, but I've tried to do my normal videos just like, all right, turning on the camera and go, and it doesn't work. For me, I have to write and plan it out and do it better. But if you haven't ever been on a camera before or been in front of an audience before, yeah, most people are going to have that nervousness right there, which is kind of, well, one thing that's kind of funny to me is that it used to be if you wanted, be on TV, if you wanted a show, any type of thing like that, you had to be chosen by the system. You had to beg through auditioning and pitch a good idea and all that crap. There were literal gatekeepers that had to accept you. With YouTube, you can just do it. I don't want to hear anyone saying, oh, I want to be a YouTuber. That sounds so cool, but you don't have any fucking excuse. If my first videos on this channel that did well and got me monetized, I was making with my phone that I edited completely. The phone is cracked. And then I eventually moved to a broken laptop where I had the monitor propped up against the wall. And that's how my first big videos were made. You don't need anyone to give you permission to do YouTube. You do need to figure out how to make your content the best and everything. And there definitely will be pitfalls and struggles, but there really is no one holding you back from getting started as long as you are ready to face some mistakes. You're going to make some videos that you'll look back on and be embarrassed by. You're going to work hard on videos that don't do well at first, and you're going to wonder if you're wasting your life. But I'm here to push everyone through. We need to rocket YouTube. I was thinking, and now I'm talking about lazy content, I should just do a live stream that's just 30, 45 minutes of just following Rocket around, and that's it. I'll probably do that sometime. If I'm struggling for content, I'm just going to do that.
They're very creative, but they box themselves in. because they're too scared sometimes to try a lot of different content. And also Bogdan is someone that has like experimented and tried a little bit of different content, which is awesome. I think he's a great YouTuber. I hope some of these content creators,
and sometimes you'll try ideas that are bad ideas and you'll look back and be, damn, I shouldn't have done that. That does happen.
start to just do more different things. Just maybe find multiple series they like to do instead of just, I'm going to do just a reaction to just the big song when it comes out. Because you,
oh yeah, also if you watch any like professional YouTube shill, how to be a YouTuber, and they'll talk about the thumbnails, you need the reaction and, you know, the big clickbait headlines. You don't need to do any of that shit. Make the videos the way you want to. I don't do big dumb face reaction thumbnails because they're stupid. They're stupid and I don't want to. I don't care if it's, oh, the algorithm will pick it up. I don't care. If you don't want to do that, don't do that. If you want to do that, then sure, do that. But one thing I do like about Finn McKenty is that he obviously jokes on that. He'll make a thumbnail that's entirely just his face going like that. Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers did a fucking amazing thing for like a month or two where he did literally the exact same face reaction on every single one of his videos. And he admits that it was just a funny, stupid like strategy. It was hilarious. I get it like that, but yeah, you can tell people who are, you know, every single song is like, and like, I fucking hate that shit. Don't ever feel like you need to be into a certain box, especially with metal. Metal, you can do whatever you want.
you can still do that. That's what I can do. The last was Gojira, right? And I'm gonna be honest. I milked Gojira a little bit. Okay. I like, it was awesome. I don't know what you want. Gojira was incredible. That was such a like, it was.
To be fair, like I also think you can make multiple videos on roughly the same subject if you dance around it a bit. He did milk Gojira, but I mean, you could talk about like, holy shit, what it means for metal that they played the Olympics, and then be like, holy shit, here's what a bunch of stupid people thought, or here's why the Olympics is a scam.
So incredible. I just had like, there was so much content I wanted to do for.
Yeah, something I will say, and I don't want to put anyone specific on blast. This counts for a lot of fucking metal YouTubers. They can still be lazy, not even just with reaction videos. A lot of news metal YouTubers I get really disappointed with because they don't actually dig into any of these stories. I've said here on my stream, I need to make a video about it. Why has nobody talked about Metal Days collapsing? That seems like a story that's interesting to the metal world that isn't just, holy shit, this guy on Twitter said this. And that's what happens. So, like, some woke kid will freak out about Cannibal Corpse lyrics, and then every YouTuber is going to make a video on that. Every metal website's going to make a video on that. And that laziness annoys the fuck out of me. When there's real things you could talk about. You could be talking about buy-ons for tours, like we talked about on the last stream, that will definitely be in a video soon. I have a whole series of industry secrets coming out soon. And no one needs to put anyone on blast specifically. Like, I'm not going to say, you need to pick someone to out or some controversy or something, but just a lot of metal journalism is fucking lazy. I've said it a couple times, and it is. I've done some digging into other things in my videos that a lot of people don't, and I get a lot of reactions like, "Oh wow, you dig into this way more than other people," and I'm like, "It's not hard to find. It's not hard to find. Just look past headlines."
For it, I knew I wanted to do a cover. I knew I wanted to keep up with what's happening. I knew I wanted to do a follow-up. Next week, top 10 Gojira riffs. That's not a bad idea, right? 4 of your last 6 videos was on Gojira. Hey, Frost, can you chill the out. But yeah, it's one of those situations where I think content creators, and again, like I'm not the best at this either. Like I also, you know, I'm not like I'm busy finishing 5 new songs that are releasing in the next
I don't know how anybody does that. That's
3 months.
I'm trying
3 weeks. So like I'm my content.
Give me a picture where you're doing. That's one of the things that drives me crazy, which is why I want an editor. It always takes me so much longer to do videos than I think it will. I always think like, oh, this video is going to be really good but quick, and it's going to take me like 2 days of just like focusing, and then it'll be up, and then it will take me like 5 days, and I'll feel really shitty and stress myself out about that. That's why I want an editor. So anyone listening, because for the audience watching, you just see the videos when it gets uploaded, so you don't see how much time the creator is putting into it. Not to say like, oh, you guys don't understand how hard it is, but I mean, like the video that I just uploaded, that's what, like 20 minutes long or something like that. I spent like 4 days working on that. That's just what I'm saying. Rocket, please don't be woke. Rocket is horrible. He's not allowed in most countries for his outdated opinions. I've told you, Burzum is his favorite band. Burzum's first recording is the only record that he'll listen to. He's such a little shit, but I took him in anyway.
And sometimes isn't the best on YouTube too, right? Yeah, like I think just content creators need to take the time to look at other things. And if it is a content creator that is only doing one thing, then there needs to be a broad range. You know, something I really love about, actually, you guys might know Alex Hefner. You guys know what happened to Alex? Can I show you? Because I found this out like yesterday.
Yeah, as Blood Red said, everyone who's a metal fan should watch a Razorfist video on modern metal journalism. Really eye-opening. Yeah, he did a good job with that too. He could do some really good investigating when he wants to.
Alex is smarter than all of us because he used to be like he was like the rap guy listening to metal and stuff like that. And then like his channel's big, but like he doesn't really.
What do you guys think of Alex Hefner? No disrespect, but that's the exact content.
Look at this. 2 months ago, he does Bring Me, he does Falling Reverse, Electric Car. Like again, he does the big ones, dude. Because he is a good personality, and because he has multiple passions, and he knows the format, he started a different channel. Look at this, Alex.
I'm reacting to Nick reacting to another YouTube's video. You can just do that. That's a lot of channels get away with that shit. But what Nick said there is totally correct. It's what's more important is your personality, but also personality on camera. That is something that people don't understand at first. That's why people get really nervous. But you need to think of less of that nervousness of, oh my God, people are looking at me, and more, if it was you, what would you want to be seeing? A difference for me and between me and a lot of other YouTubers, especially metal YouTubers. Back in the day, I took a lot of acting classes. I've done scenes on camera and in front of audiences and stuff. So the whole camera being nervous thing doesn't bother me anymore, but that took work. And even I was doing acting stuff before YouTube. And then when I started doing YouTube stuff, there was an adjustment where it was a little different. I was like, okay, it's just me in my room by myself. This feels really weird, but as a creator, it's important to look at it from the audience's perspective.
Alex Hefner's TV movie vault, also I should describe. Nothing to do with metal. Mummy, look, he's just watching movies and providing commentary. Look at these fucking views.
I don't know how he does that because YouTube or movie YouTube channels struggle so hard. Clearly, he had the benefit of doing that when he was already fucking huge, but
Dude is so smart. Look at these views. This is bigger than, honestly, I think anything he's done on the main channel. Like, he's so smart about what he's doing because he just has multiple passions. And also,
it's the same thing though. For a little bit I tried doing reacting to shows and stuff, and I fell into one of these pitfalls that we were talking about earlier that Nick brought up. Was I was reacting to some show that I just genuinely didn't fucking give a shit about, but I felt like, oh, it's, you know, it's the trending thing, people are talking about it, my friends are talking about it, I'll throw in like some commentary. And I was like, I don't care enough to be doing this. And
so like, so smart.
Don't be a grifter is what I'm saying.
50-minute video, the amount of fucking retention and AdSense he probably gets on that. I didn't know you could react to videos, to movies, by the way. Like, collapsed.
Yeah, that's another reason to not hold yourself back from YouTube, is that you can fucking make the laziest content.
Alex, no
shouldn't, but
clue how he's able to react to movies on YouTube. Respect. He found out, I guess, how to monetize it. Fucking respect to the homie. And he's so smart because he's a dude that expanded beyond hoping that Bring Me's going to release a song tomorrow. Tank also very smart. I mean,
one thing about that, as much as I support branching out and doing different types of things, you do run the risk of your audience, or at least some people in your audience, getting upset. Maybe you might start saying opinions that people don't agree with. Maybe someone really loves a certain thing and you decide to shit on it, and then a bunch of Pantera fans spam comments for a couple months. Which I don't think is a reason to hold yourself back, to be honest. I don't think you should jump into something you don't care about because it's popular. But if you have a genuine interest in something that you want to make interesting and creative and entertaining, don't hold yourself back because of fear of like, oh, people know me because of this thing, but they might be completely caught off guard here.
He's busy now. He's fucking touring with Electric Callboy as their tour manager, right? But he also, like, same thing. I remember him like a year ago messaging me and being like, I want to expand into different content. Should I do it? And I was like,
yeah, Tank has done that great too. Day as a tour manager, reaction stuff. Actually, one of the few people who would talk actual details about Blue Ridge Rock Fest. Thank you, Tank.
Yeah, obviously, because like it's scary, man. It's like going to your job. Right? YouTube a job. It's like going to your job and I don't know, you're like the bookkeeper. I'm going to use, I don't know, something in finance. And then the next day is like, all right, like, hey, I know you're a bookkeeper, but you're kind of like, now you got to go and do construction. I don't know. You work accounting for a construction company. All right, you got to go on site and do construction.
It's impossible to pause with that. J-Dub says, reaction tubers can tend to be cringe. I will, however, go through a composer reacts vid almost every time there's a metal vid. I understand that because that's completely different, because that's an expert, someone with vast knowledge on a subject, adding insight to what they're seeing. I totally understand that. Yeah, that's different than some guy has never heard this song. But it's, yeah, like a operatic vocal instructor reacts to Nightwish and Devin Townsend and Bloodbath and shit. Like, that's awesome.
Manage it. Like, that's scary, bro. You leave everything you know, like your knowledge and your base, and you have to learn a whole new set of things. And it's scary. It's scary for a content creator because your audience follows you because you do something good. And then all of a sudden you start to expand that. Like, it's risky as I did it so many times. It was always scary. There wasn't one time that I tried a new concept that I wasn't like, that's kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie. So again, I know this is kind of a long.
You definitely run that thought of how are people going to react to that, but Josh L, all I think about when I hear reaction video is the dude who cried to the Star Wars trailer. I know exactly what video you're talking about. You can't react to a movie. You're supposed to just sit and watch in complete silence. Yeah, kind of. You give valuable insight into Fest that's uncensored. Thank you. I try to. I'm catching up with comments here. That's basically everything on that video, I believe. Is there
A
anything
little
else?
rant for this, but I think it's important. And I don't know if any content creators.
So I just reacted and ranted to Nick reacting and ranting to other YouTubers' rants. And here we are. Yeah, so the question, is Metal YouTube dead? I would say no, because I didn't even notice. But any lazy content creator is going to run into pitfalls. Lazy and just uncreative. If I was only doing festival highlight videos, I would absolutely run into a fucking wall and get tired of it eventually. If I was only doing reactions or lists or anything, the same thing would happen. So my main advice for this podcast here, if you want to be a YouTuber, content creator, no matter what it is, if it's on metal or if it's about anything, movies, politics, fucking whatever, one, don't hold yourself back. There's literally no one saying, hey, you can't do this. Do learn what you want to see, I think is important. Don't do what you think is popular. Do what you want to see. Make the content that you want as a YouTuber. When I started doing my channel, I watched a lot of like Critical Drinker and stuff like that. And people who give their really brutally funny, honest opinions on things. And I noticed that nobody's really doing that with metal. And I had experience talking and writing and had a lot of knowledge on metal, and it just felt extremely natural to me to make my videos start doing that. Which is weird. That was a comment where a lot of people were like, whoa, not a lot of channels are like this, or you're adding something different by doing this. And to me, it just felt totally normal. It just felt like that would work. And Rocket is eating a bug. Before we sign off here, I'll let you guys watch Rocket attack things in my messed up house. He's playing with some bug. Josh L says, fellow Critical Drinker respecter. Hell yes. Drinker's great. I watch all those guys. I have friends that kind of intermingle with that group. My buddy Hypnotic, we came up on YouTube together. Doing big things right now with Geeks and Gamers and those people. So we have a lot of intertwining at times. My buddy Angry Badger is on Drinker's show and Chris Gore's show quite a bit. And I'm dropping shit here, but metal YouTube isn't dead. YouTube is definitely trying to kill it with algorithm bullshit and constant censorship and copyright bullshit. One thing comment on that too is there is such a thing as shadow banning, where your YouTube is not deleted, but it's very hard for people to find. Also, things do get suppressed. I'm going to be honest. During election time, it seems to happen. No matter who the fuck you like or choose. That's one thing to cover really quick before ending here. On my video on the Jack Black Tenacious D thing, whatever. I got some people commenting saying that their comments were getting deleted, that this is another bullshit channel that doesn't allow free speech, and they said that they were posting Trump is a dictator, fascist, whatever comments and stuff like that. I do not delete comments. I don't care what anyone says. You can call me a fucking retard and disagree with all of my opinions. I won't delete your comment. I'd rather embarrass you and show it to everyone, but that is a thing that YouTube seems to do. I've had a couple of people tell me their comment was deleted, and I've gone through all of my settings and be like, there's nothing showing any type of comment restriction at all. And then people say they disappear. I don't know. It's dumb. I forgot what even the point of that was, but Rocket is 100% planning on taking over the world. As he should. You do a lot better at governing than most people currently. Wyatt, what did you honestly think about the new Opeth song? I have not listened to it. I heard they got growls back. Thoughts on Jack Russell passing away? I was never a fan of Great White, nor a hater of Great White. They just were that band with the fire. Sheer indifference would be my reaction. As mean as that is to say, but like, not even for good or bad, just like, I don't know anything about the dude. With that being said, I've spent so much goddamn time working on that video. That's finally up. 12 best movies for metalheads. Check it out. Like it. Subscribe. Share the video. Yell at me in the comments for not adding your favorite movie. If you want to be a content creator, do it. Learn what works for the channels you like and add your own twist and creativity to it. Don't put yourself in a box or you're going to have a bad time. And with that said, for no reason at all, let's end with the coping and seething song, because why not? Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so